Oh my god, and I didn't realize that until now. Yep, as I said, shooting time. Wow, the transition. I have chills. Don't, don't change suddenly. This music is not reflecting how I feel. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. Yeah, I can't relate to the comments on the last episode yet, because I'm going to upload it just after I finish recording this one, because today is actually Monday, so yeah. Also, I have a feeling like from now point onwards, I may get a little bit better with my deduction skills about like what's going to happen in Umineko. And this is all thanks to people on my Discord channel, which link you can find in the description, by the way. So you're welcome, you can join out. Yeah, anyway, I got a suggestion on my Discord channel for a visual novel that I thought like I will never ever like read, because I knew that there were like memes about it, but I never actually like thought that would be fun to read. And actually, this is like freaking amazing. I've read like in 8 hour sessions. Ace Attorney. Yeah. I started like the first game and I finished like the whole main plot in like 2 days. There are like 4 chapters on Nintendo DS version, and there are like 2 additional chapters that I still have to read. But basically, I have the main game finished, and this whole thing, like finding evidences, matching everything, that the story itself, this is like great. I didn't realize that, never ever. So I'm glad I got that suggestion, and I'm glad I got convinced. So yeah, thanks a lot. I will like definitely check the rest of the games as well in my like free time. I don't know if it would be good for like channel basically, because I feel like there's like a lot of places where I can get stuck and everything. But nonetheless, I really forgot how it is to enjoy the visual novel on reading it like for like several hours non-stop with only your own thoughts without talking and stuff. So this is like really fresh breath for me, and I really enjoyed it, and I feel like it will help me out understand the Umineko. Because this is a complicated case, so we can now throw the objection on everything that Beato is going to throw at us. So let's go. Okay, so Eva Beatrice saw, I think, George and Beato going up, so let's go. At the time, the cruel new witch could be seen staring at the guest house from a different location. Okay, so she didn't saw them. Why is she saying that it's only left 7, 8? Why is she saying that? I mean, she said that basically Kiria, Rudolph, and Hideyoshi are sacrifices for 4 to 6. She still don't have the second Twilight Dawn. Is she? 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. Yeah, she still needs 2 more. She's forgetting about that, I think. Is she? I don't want to like spend here like a lot of time, but and make you bored. Sorry. Yeah, 6. This is like missed. And then we had that. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I'm wrong. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they were second Twilight. Okay, no, never mind, never mind. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Oh. Yeah, been a while. Since I read Umineko like week. I'm sorry. Yes, pretty much. Also, just forget what I just was looking for. It never happened. Just let's forget about that. Hello. Why they're inside the barrier? Is this like camouflaging them? Is it like barrier that makes them invisible or something? And they're inside? Anti-magic power levels. Okay, so they're like transmitting like thoughts to each other, maybe. Okay. So they really just keep sniping. Wow. Wow, she's so disrespecting the Sisters of Purgatory there. Wow, they're so going to be so annoyed by that. I wonder if they will like make some kind of revolution against her. They will like stick with Beato. Okay. Well, at least she's not so cruel. Oh, okay, so she's going to revive them. Yep, okay, never mind. And he's sweating, he's like, I cannot say a no. She will kill me. Oh, now she saw them. At the moment Eva noticed something. It was as though some presence has disappeared. Was it her imagination? Huh? Interesting. What kind of presence? Just for an instant, Lucifer gained a runaway, asking whenever she should answer honestly or not. Another gets a small nod response. I wonder if this is true. He probably like nodded to her saying, I will handle it. I feel like Lucifer felt the presence. I feel like this was a presence of Beato maybe, because stakes were very like closely connected to Beato and probably can sense her way better than current Beatrice. Maybe she just like, you know, flew with George outside and hid her presence at the same time. Maybe she couldn't be detected inside the house, but outside she can be.
そう。大悪魔のあなたがそう言うなら、きっと私の気のせいなんでしょうね。
Great demon, like you said. Yep. The witch presently stared in the direction the presence had disappeared to. That was where the rose garden lay. Beyond that, she could see the mansion dark sealed head, creating by lightning. It took quite some time before she pushed her unsatisfied feeling aside, and once again faced the guest house. Okay. Well, once again, I've ended the episode right before the, like, broken screen. Good, I have talent for ending episodes in such a wrong places. The guest house lobby was wrapped in silence. The strings of tension binding Kraus, Natsuki and Eva had already loosening, and they were completely worn out, with their minds beginning to waver. Also, now I think about this, about me saying that second Twilight didn't happen, I think I talked about this in the last episode that I still not uploaded. Oh my god, and I didn't realize that until now. Oh, you are going to be so mad in the comment section. Oh my god. And Discord. It's going to be such a mess. Oh, why? Mistakes were made. Oh well, happens. Every once in a while, they would stand up and walk around pointlessly, as though fighting their drowsiness.
大丈夫ですか、エヴァさん。
Actually, I should warn Discord channel before I upload the episode that there will be something that I recognize just in this episode. So don't be so harsh on me.
やはり無理をせず休んでいてください。大丈夫だって言ってるわ。もう大人は私たち3人しかいないのよ。休んでる暇なんかないわ。石にかじりついてでもここを死守するわよ。
She spoke bravely, but she couldn't hide her rough breathing. It seemed that the fever, which had been calmed with the medicine for a short time, had returned. It was very obvious that Eva's health was not good.
無理はするな。せめて目を閉じていたまえ。
I still cannot get over this. This Winchester looks so funny and small in the hands of Kraus. Damn, he's big.
もし起こさねばならぬときは必ず起こしてやるから。
だから平気だって言ってるわ。放っておいて。
Damn. Yep. She don't want to be talked about over. It seems she was already unwilling to budge. Kraus did not realize that, even if they talked to her anymore, when she was like this, it couldn't reach her ears. So, without saying anything more, they decided to let her be. To Eva right now, even having an argument like that would be a bothersome. It would probably be better for her body if she just sat there with her mouth closed. In truth, Eva was just a step away from being beaten down by drowsiness. Perhaps she shot back at them with a temper because she was trying to rouse herself and throw off her sleepiness. Might be defense mechanism for her. Yeah. The clock would be pointing at 6 in the afternoon very soon. She would had several snacks to distract herself from drowsiness, so she didn't feel hungry. This is bad, actually. If you don't want to sleep, you should not eat, basically. Because if you eat, that makes you sleepy. Especially if you eat too much. I mean, it might work if you just actually having little snacks like here, because it makes your guts basically working and you just can hear them, how they works. And you're just constantly distracted because your organisms tell you that you are hungry and he wants more, so it might work actually. But on the other hand, it makes you sleepy, so I'm not sure. But now, her lack of sleep made it feel like it was 6 in the morning, not the afternoon. Even supposing that the boat came at precisely 9 in the morning tomorrow. They still had more than 12 full hours to go. It was an overwhelming long stretch of time. Long, painful, hot. Even the sound of the clock torments my body now. Oh, this is probably Eva. In times like this, when that person puts his hand on my forehead, the fever fades at once. Shimin Hideyoshi. But that person no longer exists. As Eva's mind grew foggy, she was once again gripped by a deep sadness. She had already cried herself dry. Even so, the sadness of losing her beloved husband had not been exhausted. Also, I just want to tell you a little theory about Butler and the chessboard. I mean the board of the game. You remember I think in the 2 episodes ago I was wondering why Butler don't see some stuff on the board. Is it hidden from him or something? We had some discussion on Discord, and I came also to some conclusions. I've heard some theory, and I also had my own, and it seems like Butler either choose to not see, to not look at some events, or Beato maybe is hiding it from him. Because there were cases for example, in the episode 2, I didn't realize that actually. So thanks for the discussion on the Discord for that. On the episode 2, there was canon fighting, you remember, with the sister of Purgatory and with the goats. And Butler was not aware of the fight. He knew that Canon died and everything, that Jessica died, but no one talked about the actual fight. He was not aware of that. And yeah, that's weird. How he didn't saw it. That's one example. And I wonder, right now, he also don't see particular things. And I think maybe right now, because stuff with George and in general about Beato, surrounding Beato right now, I feel since Butler don't recognize Beato as her opponent, as his opponent, he don't want to look at her, so whatever she does on the game board, he doesn't care. He's just not looking at it because he's not interested. He doesn't care what Beato is doing. So that's why he's not aware of stuff that Beato is doing. And the same goes for Eva Beatrice. Butler didn't saw the whole fight, basically. At least we didn't have any dialogue about this with Butler. Fight with Kyrie and Rudolph. That was just information that they died, and that's it. I think that Butler don't want to look at Eva Beatrice as well, because she's so cruel. It just defies his mind and his perspective of everything, basically. So he just chooses to not look at Eva Beatrice as well. He's just disgusted by her, and he don't care about what she's doing. I mean, he cared, but he decided he don't have to look at her and her actions. So that might be it. Maybe he just choose to not watch any actions made by Beato and Eva Beatrice currently. Might be. So if you have something to add to this, let me know in the comments or in the Discord. We can talk. I probably messed up a few things right now, because we talked about when was it? last week on Wednesday, maybe? I don't know. I would have to like open Discord and check it out. Anyway, let's continue. That was just my like short version of what I think. Like why Butler is not aware of certain things right now that's happening.
どうして
The new witch and Eva were fundamentally the same being. If Eva talked to her, she would always respond.
私は後ろ宮家の当主の座さえ得られればそれで満足のはずだった。それがあの黄金の山を見た途端に欲が増えたの。あの黄金の山を独り占めしたい気持ちに駆られた。
And that's when Eva Beatrice emerged.
それは恥じることでも何でもないわ。だって後ろ宮家の当主として当然の権利じゃない。他の誰にも黄金のひとかけらだって譲るものかってのよ。私がその誘惑にとらわれたからあなたが生まれてしまったんだわ。
Yep, pretty much the case.
あなたは私の少女時代の心であると同時に自分勝手でしかない私のよこしまな心でもあった。そのあなたがあの黄金の山によって芽生えた私の愚かな欲望のせいで私の胸という卵の殻を破りこの世に生まれ出てしまった。あなたを産んだのは私の責任なら私が殺したローザとマリアもそしてルドルフとキリエと秀吉もあなたの責任ってことになるわ。
Yep, pretty much. She's probably aware of that.
どうしてうちの人まで殺したのよ。
Yeah, that's the first thing to thought.
どうして
I thought you said you will not hurt the family of Eva. That's not the case.
秀吉を殺す気はなかったわ。だってうるさくてしつこかったんだもの。その意味では私たちのいえ、
Wow.
あなたの責任
She's just like playing it so Eva will just feel more guilty.
あんなのを旦那に選んだあなたの責任だわ。
What a savage!
あなたみたいな子供にあの人の良さはわからないわよ。
Wow, that's true.
何よ。私たちは魔法で夢を叶えたのよ。碑文の謎を解いたわ。
It's mostly like your dream currently.
そして黄金を見つけ、当主の指輪を手にしたわ。すべての夢を叶えきったわ。それがなんで不満なの？それだけがすべての夢なんかじゃないわ。
Yeah, they wanted like be happy with her husband, having George grown up, being the head of the family and everything.
あの人と素敵な人生を歩んで、ジョージに素晴らしい人生を託す。妻として、母として。それなのに、それは、あなたが大人になってから勝手に増やした夢だわ。
Wow. Yeah, she's just concerned about the young dreams because, well, this is the young version. She don't have any dreams. Like, after the certain point, they're like separate.
私たちの夢じゃない。だからあなたは子供なのよ。自分さえ良ければいいの？そうよ。すべて私が悪いのよ。
Yeah, because to the certain point, it's their dreams. They're both dreams, like being the head of the family, having gold and everything. But after this, when she basically changed herself, being adult and everything, she got this like new dreams about family and everything. So this is essentially actually not Eva Beatrice's dreams anymore. They're just purely Eva. That's what she mean.
あの時ローザの言うことにどうして私は反抗したの？どうして兄弟みんなに黄金を見つけたと発表できなかったの？すべて私が醜いから。黄金を独り占めしたくて芽生えさせたよこしまな心があなたを孵化させてしまった。ひどい嫌われようだわ。
Yeah, pretty much.
私たちは2人で後ろ宮エヴァなのに。
いいえ、もう違うわ。そしてそれはあなたが言ったのよ。
Yeah. You are Beatrice, you are not Eva anymore.
私は後ろ宮エヴァ、そしてあなたは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェよ。だからもう消えて。魔女なんておとぎ話の中にしか存在できない妄想よ、幻想よ。あなたなんか消えてしまえ。
Yeah, she's trying to basically denied her existence.
二度と私の前に現れないで。
ああ、そう。わかったわ。あなたの前から消えてあげるわ。そして私はもう後ろ宮エヴァじゃない。
Yeah, we just established that.
これからは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェよ。
You said that before.
もう好き勝手に遊んでやるんだから。あんたなんて知らないわ。
Sure, you cannot probably survive without Eva.
へそでも噛んで勝手に死んじゃえば。
You still probably cannot survive even without Eva being alive. At least now. Maybe it will be possible if she finished the ritual. After having a very childlike tantrum, the witch who had once been under Eva vanished. Only Eva was left behind in the darkness. And she questioned herself.
私なの。私が彼らを殺したの。あの人を殺してしまった。
Starting to doubt herself.
私が殺してしまったの。
Well, in some sense, yes. Cannot deny that. She didn't meant to, but it's part of her. She could no longer answer that question herself. It seemed that half asleep, she had gotten some salvia cut in her windpipe, just as she was dozing off. Eva suddenly started coughing.
大丈夫かエヴァ。夏日、水を頼む。
はい。
大丈夫だってば。ちょっとむせちゃっただけなんだから。
That was a very good voice acting though. Right here, just talked a bit. It really felt like she had like water, and she's just coughing. Eva pushed away Natsuki's hand as she tried to rub her back, and instantly rose to her feet.
顔を洗ってくるわ。
Well, shit! They're separating.
ごめんなさいね、寝ちゃってたわ。戻ってきたらまたコーヒーを入れるわね。
Shooting time!
特に濃い。明日の朝まで眠気が来なくなるようなやつを。
You will have 2 more coffees to drink, because when you come back, we'll both be dead. Probably.
ゴーダの入れるコーヒーよりお前が入れるコーヒーの方が私の好みに合うからな。
Nice.
お世辞でも嬉しいわ。
Feels like the last words.
すぐ戻るわ。
Eva exits the lobby, heading for the bathroom. Kraus and Tsuki washed over her for a buck.
あなたもあれだけ犬猿の中だったエヴァさんに気を使うこともあるのですね。
I mean, everyone is dying around, so...
本来兄とはこういうものではないのかね。
ええ、それで正しいと思います。
エヴァに限らん。ルドルフにもローザにも、私がした兄らしいことといえば、それを王兵に語り、彼らをいじめただ
have
け
the
だ。
sad music, we're going to the minds of everyone now.
父のようになりたくて、私なりに必死だ。
Is there some kind of redemption episode for Kraus? I mean, not redemption because he didn't like necessarily did something evil or anything, but he was not a very likable character, I feel. Maybe this episode is to show that he actually cared and he made mistakes. Probably.
だが、いつもそれは及ばず、そのはけ口を彼らに向けてしまった。
There's a motivation.
しかし、それは言い訳にならん。エヴァにも、まだ傷が癒えぬほどに、深い心の傷を負わせてしまっただろう。
Yep, we know her backstory and how she feels about that.
悔いているが、今さらそれを詫びたところで、その傷が癒えるわけもない。
あなたがその気持ちを今だけでなく持ち続けることで、その気持ちはきっと他の兄弟たちにも伝わりますよ。
There's only one sibling now, though.
今となっては、他の兄弟もエヴァを残すのみだがね。
True?
もしあなたとあなたのご兄弟が生まれた家がもっともっと普通な楽しい兄弟の関係であったでしょうに。
それを言ってはならん。エヴァは生涯、私を憎み続けるだろう。
I don't know. Eva grew up. Eva, like, changed. I don't know. She still have a grudge against Kraus and everyone in the family for like ruining her like dream and her like hard work and everything when she was young. But I feel like it was just a part of her like old self, and she changed. She still have a grudge, she still don't like what happened, she still remembers, she will never forget. But I don't think that's like necessarily the hate.
そしてその資格がある。私はそれを甘んじて受け止めるつもりだ。
あなた。
エヴァ、すまん。もちろん許さなくていい。
They are so going to die.
許さないわ。何を今さら。
Just when I said that Eva Beatrice came to be. I think Phoenix Wrath is talking through me. Or Rife. Ref. Blah. Attorney. Ace. Yeah. Eva Beatrice.
悪いと思ったなら、今すぐへそでも噛んで死んじゃえば。
Yep, as I said, shooting time.
やっちゃえ、シエスタ姉妹。
Oh! It's probably the same as it was before.
射撃とか治療。
Firing permission received. Yep. Let's just check this out again. This is awesome. I really like this CG. I really like the background. I like holding bow, having a string here with the arrow. I like how she's so focused about what's going to happen and so serious, and she's just like having fun. She just knows she will hit, and yeah. Also, costumes have underboob. Just side, that's just side. Hot.
射撃曲線
And the bunny girls.
飛行
Yeah.
誤差修正
Anyway, I like them more than the Purgatory sisters. In terms of characters and looks. These characters, like Chises, 45 and 410, they have actual personalities. Like, Seven Sisters of Purgatory were just like... They were there. They even had their own tier list. Like, being on the bottom. And I don't think it will change after this episode ends and we'll do new, like, tier list. I think the sisters will still be, like, on the bottom. Maybe some of them will be upper, like on the D or something, because some stuff happened. And we got, like... Nah, just powers doesn't justify the place on the tier list. Nah, I'm not going to put Envy like higher just because she had the power to accelerate time or whatever that was. Yeah, she was strong because, yeah, whatever. Anyway. Correcting weather, yep.
410データリンク
And there we have a bow.
受領射撃許可確認
I wonder if it's necessary for them both to be in this. I wonder if like one of them can shoot but in like lower accuracy basically. I wonder if they can do that alone or this is a pair actually.
射撃
Also it feels like 45 is like data bank and scout, giving like information where to shoot. And 410 is like adjusting with receiving information and then firing actually. To get the sisters released the magical boasting, they had read it. A beautiful trail, tailed behind the gold arrow, and it drew a lovely curve as it flew. It was just like a gold snake. There we go again. So I'm waiting for new manga chapters. I mean panels, not chapters, just specific panels. You think that will be good on Discord? I really like this manga chapters or panels, yeah, manga panels. You're like linking on Discord because it's so different. Also so freaking like drastic, I would say. More drastic than like visual novel. It carefully avoided a grove of trees and flew towards the front door of the guest house. Then it flew into the keyhole of the door and snuck into the guest house without any problem at all. The gold snake raced down the hall smoothly, yet as fast as an arrow. Right before it was a door to the lobby. When it flew into the keyhole, Kraus and Natsuki were already... For an instant, Kraus thought he saw gold-colored sparkle in the keyhole on the door. However, at the same time, as he strained his eyes to see what it was, the sparkle bent like a whip and attacked, wrapping itself around Kraus' neck. So it didn't pierce him, it like torn off his head? Just looking at it, the gold snake seems very supple. However, it was as though a wire had tightened around Kraus' neck. Yeah. That's like... And while the snake choked Kraus, it extended even more, and also tightened around Natsuki's neck. Whoa, so they both like just get choked. Even without a chance to scream, their eyes bulged as they went into convulsion and then collapsed. So it basically not just choked them, it's like crushed basically them. Well, this arrow have like...
命中および死亡確認
This arrow have a lot of like... diversity. They can like make a lot of stuff with it. Let's just like do this because yeah, chisels are amazing.
牽引曲線形成個性点修正410データリンク410データ受領
What are you linked to her?
死体牽引開始
Oh, they're going to like fish the corpses now. Okay.
2匹も釣れたに2匹
The gold snake began to drag Kraus and Natsuki bodies back. They slipped through the door into the corridor, dragging the bodies, gradually increasing in speed. I wonder if Eva will see this. Probably, yeah. Okay, never mind, she didn't saw it. And rapidly pulled them outside the guest house. So the lobby was silent, as though nothing had happened. As though Kraus and Natsuki had not been here since the beginning. Only the sound of the wind and the rain remained, as if they were playing damp and pretending to be the only ones there. There should be a blood though,
ごめんなさい。
right?
もう大丈夫よ。
Yep. That was last time you saw them alive.
今コーヒーを入れるわね。
Eva returned from the bathroom, but no one was in the lobby. Even though they had supposedly been in the sofa until the moment, she had choked and gone to the bathroom. They were gone as if they'd been an illusion from the very beginning.
不用心ね。二人揃ってどこに行っちゃったの？
They were most likely dragged somewhere. Eva put her hand on the sofa, as though acting out of scene from the detective novel. She felt a warmth that meant they had been sitting there until a short while ago. Maybe they went to do the rounds or something. For the time being, Eva sat down and waited for the return. There's no way she would do that, like... As stressed as she was, and everything that happened, I have problem with the scene. I generally do not believe that Eva, in this state of her mind, and with everything that happened just before this, she would just calmly say, "Oh, they're not here. Well, that's nothing weird. They just went outside or something, whatever." No. It should be like, where the fuck are they? Why are they not waiting? They knew I went like somewhere, like something happened. She should be like more panicked. She should like go and at least search for them. If she assumed that when like went to go do rounds, like around the room, I mean not around the room, around the mansion or something, then she just should like run away from the room and search for them. Not just sit and do nothing. Yeah, I have a problem with that scene. And now we have back with George and Beato. Yep. Let's see if we'll see some necromantic stuff. Also, yeah. I wonder if this will like harm the whole ritual. Or if he will be like sacrificed there. Oh no, this is also something. Oh yeah, oh no. This is something I mentioned in the last episodes as well. This is about the second Twilight. Like I thought that maybe Shannon will be revived, and she will be killed again with George because they like close and they will be like second Twilight. But it's not possible because it was Rosa and Maria. Oh my god, this episode that I will upload is going to be such a mess. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's going to be such a mess. I will have to apologize for this. Beata and George could be seen in the parlor of the mansion. George was kneeling near Shannon's body as they were praying. His face was serious, and there was even sweat on his forehead. However, Beata was the same. Now that she had handed her name over, most of her previous power had been lost. Of course, she still had more than enough power to be called a witch, but compared to the past, it was a very faint thing.
いいぞ、声をかける。手で心の声で呼べ。心の手で求め。そなたの強き思いだけ、シャノンの失われた魂、わらわの魔法を届かせる。
George kept praying earnestly and silently. He kept frantically yelling inside his heart, trying to call back the soul of the person he loved. He strongly envisioned his soul leaving his body and searching for her as she wandered through the land of the dead. Oh, familiar background? Beata turned that strong force into magical power that supplemented her own magic. This was magic that, in the past, she would have performed easily without anyone's help. But now, if she didn't rely on someone's assistance, she won't be able to finish the chant, much less succeed.
数百年近くも
How it is, right?
魔法と反言とはこんなにも辛い魔法であったか。
Yep, pretty much. It's a thing that was not supposed to be like normal, you know? And she's just realizing now, after she lost this magic. Beata was wearing an even more strained expression than George. It had slipped her mind, but originally, the magic to revive a life was the ultimate hidden art. The abnormal thing was her previous magical power, which could be used over and over with a snap of her fingers. Pretty much, yep. So the heavy burden on her body and mind was, fundamentally speaking, extremely natural.
しかし、こやつめの力、魔法を知らぬというのにかなりのもの。
Interesting. We're speaking about George here?
なるほど。さすがは金蔵の孫といったところか。
So he don't know about magic, but he have like quite a lot magic potential. The strong energy pouring from George was large enough to act as a magical power. At first, Beata thought it must be the blood of Kinzo the sorcerer. However, that probably wasn't it. She had a feeling that Butler had already told her what it was. It had been born from the power of George's sadness at the death of that person he loved, and from the way he had tried his hardest through his life, I would say. From the one time spent together with Shannon, to the size of the dream they swore to protect in the future. Is this really possible for humans to take life so seriously, even though they only have a single one? It was only natural. To her, a life didn't mean anything more than the difference between the top and bottom of an Othello piece. If the black represented death, then she thought all you had to do was flip it over again and make it white. However, it was just like a broken vase. To humans in the world without magic, where they cannot return things to their original form, it's very, very natural for them to pay their life and soul.
生死すら自在にする無限の魔女。
Yep.
死の山さえ越えられぬ有限の人間に劣ることもあるというのか。
In some ways. This time, the witch acknowledged it. He was able to hold a magical power that could never reside in witches who didn't understand the value of life. Why does this thing called the endless magic exist? Even though I called myself an endless witch, did I forget what the endless magic meant for 1,000 years? She looked at George's expression again. His surging earnestness was like a lightning bolt. But now, even if the George body had been burned or smashed by waterfall, he would probably continue to pray for his beloved without minding it, without noticing it. For the first time, She showed respect for the power. So in that instant, all magical resistance was lost, and the enormous power of George feeling turned into magical energy in its complete form. Oh, we're back here. This is a new soundtrack. New soundtrack spotted. Or was it before here? Matane. Okay, I will check lyrics maybe later. You can let me know what soundtrack it is. The vase was very beautiful, rich with history and value. Even as young as I was, it still forced me to take a deep breath when I witnessed its beauty. But that just made me want to touch it. Yep. But the vase easily fell and smashed into pieces. This is back when she was not the Beatrice. Like a bubble that had popped. It felt as though the time it passed a form had been just an illusion. Lives are just that fragile, just that easily lost. I realized that my foolish curiosity had led to something that couldn't be undone. No matter how much I regretted it, no matter how much I apologized, a smashed vase couldn't return back to its original form. A lost life will not return to normal, no matter what happens. I was frightened that, even though my actions had been thoughtless and careless, they had stolen away life that could never be revived again. Then I pitied that lost life and cried. I was frightened of myself, the one responsible for its loss, and cried even more. I'm sure grandfather will also cry at the loss of his precious vase. I'm sure that all the people who love grandfather and see him like that will cry. With the loss of a single life, the whole world would be filled with so much sadness. I cried even more at how terrible that was. This is a redemption arc for Beato. Yeah, the Virgila came. Yeah, Beatrice back then. She basically revived the vase, but for limited time.
ならばお嬢様、この壺を魔法で蘇らせましょう。
Yeah, but its fate is still to die.
それで皆が幸せになれるなら、壺も魔法も精霊たちも、
Yep.
喜んでそのために力を貸し、元の姿を取り戻すでしょう。
I wonder though, if she was Beatrice back then, when she repaired the vase, we remember that vase broke again because it was like impossible to revive it like for eternity basically. It was destined to be destroyed, so it was only for the limited time. So I wonder if Beatrice, like this Beatrice, was still learning her powers back then? Was still learning them? Or she just made it like limited time on purpose to just not like play with life, with creations, with this vase. Maybe she on purpose made a rule for herself to not revive anything like for forever, just for a while. I wonder if that was the case with this Beatrice.
さあさあ、お嬢さん、目を閉じて、私と一緒にお歌を歌いましょう。
Wow, the transition.
さあさあ、目を閉じてごらんなさい。
Wow, the transition, that was so good.
そして思い出してごらんなさい。
She's just as her teacher
あ
before.
なたがどんな姿をしていたのか。それはきっと、とてもとても美しい姿。どうか私に、あの姿をもう一度見せておくれ。
Those words of power knocked forcefully on the door to the land of the dead. The magic of Herald herself had performed that same forceful knock. However, doing it that way was horribly violent, and in the displeasure of the peacefully sleeping dead. But this time was different. It was very forceful, and yet gentle and loving. Oh. Okay. This is also a new soundtrack. I think this is a new soundtrack. Also, sorry about background noise now. God damn it. The dead near the door opened their eyes and called out to the others that there was a voice calling for someone to come back. Interesting. The sadness of that voice calling from outside touched the hearts of the dead. It's George's voice. And trying to respond as quickly as possible, they searched for Shannon's lost soul. Why you are doing this now? Please, not now. And then they found it. They found the casket in which Shannon's was peacefully sleeping. It truly was Shannon's soul, sleeping in the land of dead. Inside the casket that was covered with rose flowers frozen with frost, she was sleeping in peace. The dead silently lifted the casket up. While at a glance, it looked like a funeral march. It had a complete opposite meaning. Wow. It was solemn but full with joy. This soundtrack is so fitting for this. Holy shit. The long forgotten dead were made to remember that they were loved after their deaths. They were all given a warm sense of peace. Then, as though guided by warm light from the heavens, Shannon's body floated up of the casket. The dead watched her go. They squinted at that warm light, offering their respects to the unknown member of living, who had not lost his love for the person even after their death. Shannon's body was enveloped in the light from the heavens and began to disappear. In the jet black darkness of the land of the dead, the faint flickering of the gold butterflies could be seen. It reminded them of the gentle stars in the night sky, which they had long forgotten. George remembered being told that he must not say anything, and he hurriedly covered his mouth. However, it felt like his heart was trying to jump in his throat, because he had seen Shannon's eyelids shake slightly. I wonder how much time they have. If it would be a few minutes, an hour, day, month? Probably a few minutes, I think. Then those eyelids slowly opened. Shannon's eyes were there, but they were still wrapped in the fog of the land of dead. Yeah, so she's not like really revived, it's just like she's back for the time being. However, the human word warmth, no, her lover's warmth, which had held back her soul, slowly dissolved that fog, and her eyes gradually regained their sparkle. Then her eyes moved and recognized George.
George-san.
As her lips shook quickly, Shannon definitely said that. The words were very faint. So much so that they normally wouldn't have reached his ears. However, George clearly heard them. He heard the person he cared for, his fiancé, the one he loved most, who should have been dead, call his name once again.
Shannon.
Wow.
僕がわかるかい?
ジョージさん。
I wonder if she's aware that she died.
れは夢なの？
I think she is.
いや、これは夢じゃないよ。だからほら、つねっても覚めないよ。
As George said that, he softly pinched Shannon's cheek. It was how George had always responded in the past, when Shannon had been surprised by something and had asked if she was dreaming. When Shannon felt the warm touch of George's finger on her cheek, and when George realized that the warmth of the living had already returned to his beloved person's cheek, they both cried. I have chills. That words should be a pair of lovers separated by death, celebrate with even when they are reunited. The words of the human world are not enough. In short, they had no need for those words in this world. I kinda hoped to see like sprite for Shannon of like her crying. Maybe that happened in manga. I will probably see that. I'm sure there will be new posts on the Discord with that. This will be great. George simply hugged Shannon, who was sitting up without talking. Shannon's strength was still feeble, and putting her arms around George's back took all she had, so George hugged her tightly to make up for that. To stop each other from going once more to the place the other hand couldn't reach, they hugged each other so tightly and yet so gently. As Shannon's finger curled around George's back, on her ring finger the engagement ring George had given her definitely shone. That strong glint certainly wasn't just a spark of diamond. There definitely was a magical power that only the two lovers could possibly feel. It was because that strong light existed that they had been able to find her casket in the land of the dead. Beata understood. That ring. No. The feeling of the pair embodiment in that ring were a miracle made real. In that moment, George definitely used magic. Beato had done nothing more than help him along. That magic power had a power that could only reside in those who knew the importance of life, who knew what it meant to try with all one's might. It was the power of miracle, one that the endless witch couldn't possibly know of. A miracle that only the power of the finite could give rise to. But now she had no choice but to accept it. She had to accept that true magical power, exists in the place furthest away from where she called herself a great witch.
Beatrice-sama.
Not anymore.
彼女が君を生き返らせてくれたんだ。
It was you, George.
ありがとう、ベアトリーチェ。
いや、わらわは何もできなかった。
Wow, she's also... You can hear her voice.
シャノンをよみがえらせたのは、そなたの魔力、そなたの魔法、奇跡を成し遂げる後ろ宮の地。確かに見届けさせてもらったぞ。
ジョージさんが私を。
Yeah.
わらわなど足元にも及ばぬほどの凄まじき魔力であったぞ。わらわなどまだまだ見習いの域を出ぬか。
Wow. This is new face. We didn't saw this face before.
今こそ身の程を知ろうぞ。
She's definitely going to join like teams with Butler against new Beatrice. That's definitely what's going to happen. That's definitely what's going to happen. I was wondering about something else, but I don't remember what it was. It was also about Beato. Beato staggered backwards. Oh, yeah, I know what. Because in the first game, basically Beato needs Butler to recognize her as a witch and to believe in magic, so she could like complete the ritual from the first game, right? Because she created these new words, these new games, so Butler would like recognize her. She couldn't like complete the ritual like in the first game because he was the only one that didn't believe in her. And I wonder what will happen if Butler will actually acknowledge her. Will Beato like gain back her infinite powers? Will she get like back the power of Beatrice? I wonder. Maybe the Eva Beatrice will disappear then. Because the original timeline basically, because if this is like split world, the original world would like basically change. Then I wonder if this will like close. Maybe. Well, that's just like random thoughts going around. Beato staggered backwards. Her physical strength was clearly exhausted. She had humbly said that George's power alone had revived Shalon, but Beato had also used all of her magical and physical strength. And she reflected upon how difficult it was to revive a single life. Something she'd been able to play around with however she wanted in the past, just like Beatrice is doing right now. The couple kept on embracing each other tightly. By doing that, those feelings that couldn't be communicated with a billion words were shared.
ありがとう、ベアトリーチェ。君は僕たちの恩人だ。
And no one was grateful to her for 1,000 years probably. This is the first time for like... This is what she wanted. Like, for a while, for a few episodes now, Beata was so like... angry at herself and on everyone else that they don't recognize her, they don't want to do anything with her, they don't prize her or anything. And now we have words of thank you for her. At least.
ありがとうございます、ベアトリーチェ様。再びジョージ様に会わせてくださったこのご恩を決して忘れません。
よせよせ。愛し合う二人に感謝されては、外道の極みと恐れられたわらわには、くすぐったすぎるというものよ。
And she recognized that as well. She was so feared and that she was a monster.
わらわのことは気にするな。存分に再会を。
Well, we still cannot deny Battle past, right? She still made a lot of bad, terrible things, but she is changing. Beata, who was leaning with her back against the wall, slid down the wall and sat. How many centuries had it been since she last grew this tired from using magic? I probably haven't been this tired since the time I first succeeded in magic. Didn't teacher prize me that time? Oh, but I didn't. But didn't I kill that same teacher who prized me? Yes, you did. And then you revived her. No, yeah. She revived her, killed her, revived her, and then killed her again. And then teacher did something that made herself revive. I don't understand entirely that thing. They never like told us what teacher exactly did. They only said that it's some kind of like mechanism or a magic that's invented to fight the infinite power of endless witch, basically. Something like that. Don't be so naive, Beatrice. Isn't that what killing means?
ようやく魔法の使い方を思い出したようですね。
She watched.
頭ん中酸欠でカラッカラで思い出すもヘチマもねえぜ。
This is also new face.
それよりあんた殺したじゃねえかよ。
Yeah, pretty much.
現れるんじゃねえよ。あなたが未だに私を生かしていますよ。だからこうして現れられます。
Okay, maybe we'll get some explanation.
もっとも、あなたの頭を撫でに来たわけでもありませんが、無様なわらわをわざわざ嘲笑いに来たかよ。それに隠居までした魔女が今さら頭なんか撫でられちゃ他の魔女の笑い物だぜ。
I wonder if using magic for other witches is the same. Like tiring, like right now, like Beato is a witch, but she's not powerful endless witch, right? So she's a basically normal witch right now. So I wonder if Banecaster and Lambda Delta have similar amount of power that Beato. If they get like tired like that as well, if they like try to do a lot of stuff. Maybe not reviving, because this is something they would usually not normally do. But I wonder if they have like similar like amount of power, you know, and gets tired after like using this intensely. I wonder.
そうですね。一人前どころか現役を退いたと豪語するあなたなのに、今頃になって魔法の使い方を覚えたなど恥ずかしくて誰にも言えませんね。内緒にしてくれよ、お師匠様。
Beato gazed at the couple hugging each other with a sense of pleasant despondency.
愛か。勝てねえな。
45データ治療。
That changed suddenly?
射撃準備完了。
Well, shit! Shannon dead again!
弾手選定装填。
Or we are back to Kraus and Natsuki.
410射撃。
Okay, where is it going? Is it going to like killing Shannon again, or it's like part where Beatrice is playing with Kraus and Natsuki? Which is it? Which is it? I feel like this is Shannon death again. The God Snake arrow fired by the Chisses waved its way through the bushes in the rose garden, waved its way through the hedges, and climbed the stone. Oh, yep, that's. I knew it! I knew that she would die. I knew that would happen. I wonder if George will die as well. Was I right? I wonder. And climbed the stone steps towards the machine aiming over the keyhole. It waved through the corridors and flew into the keyhole on the door to the parlor. Yep, you cannot stop that. It happened in an instant. One could hardly blame Beato, who was completely worn out for not noticing it beforehand. Right before Beato's eyes, the gold snake flew in through the keyhole, surrounded the two lovers, and pierced the two hearts in a blink of eye. Yep, they're both dead, okay. Furthermore, the gold snake faithfully pierced a hole through Shannon's chest once more. The two hearts were pierced by the golden snake. No, by the gold sewing thread of the new, brutal witch furniture. And it had happened in an instant, mocking the amount of effort it had taken to revive Shannon. Just like that. Just like that. And now she's going to like probably fish them and just like that. Revive them, kill them, revive them, kill them, and Beato can do nothing about that. Fuck. Before Beato shocked eyes, the two fell over and landed on the floor. Yeah. Also, this is the first time she's actually like scared and like thinking about other people. She never talked like that about anyone. This is the first time she drops the names of people, I think. Even like when she was like killing Maria, she was like, I'm sorry, Maria. Yeah, maybe Maria was also kinda like that, but this is the first time she speaks in this manner about humans. Oh, he's still alive. Shannon probably too. They're just dying slowly in arms. This music is not reflecting how I feel. It's not reflecting how I feel right now. Oh fuck, I had like little tear. Just from this one sentence, okay. George spent his last breath thanking Beato and died alongside the one he loved. The gold snake, which still sewed the two in place, spun like a large cyclone, revolving around the inside the parlor. It was searching for further prey in that room. Then the tip of the snake met Beato's gaze. In that instant, Beato was prepared to die. Wait, what? They can kill, actually, Beato? At that moment, Virgilia stood in front of her, the fingers of both her hands drawing a seal. Instantly, God could live buried inside of the parlor. It was like blizzard of gold. Wait, that they can actually kill a witch with that? But she don't even have like physical body. Beato don't have physical body, it's like just astral. It's just like an astral projection and she's like not even like from this world line. They can interact with her in that way? Okay. No one can escape. Ah, she's so confused. Yeah, magical stuff. Anti-personal image-based suck.
410データ受領すっとろいに先代様来て来て来て着弾
Prey targeted by the Chister Sister's golden ball did not escape. It could not be blocked. No magical barrier could even dream of blocking it without being multi-layered. The gap opened during the instant of confusion caused by Virgilia's deception magic was Beato's only chance to escape. And it was the only chance to make the sisters confuse Virgilia for Beato. As Virgilia spread her arms wide, blocking the way, were below discipline. The gold snake pierced right through her heart. After sneaking in through the keyhole, the snake shot through George Shannon and then Virgilia in an instant, completely failing to notice Beato as she used that instant to escape. But Virgilia was dead! Anyway! What is going on? As soon as Virgilia saw that Beato had gotten away, she died. The strength left her body, and like gold dust drifting with the wind, her form was erased. Beata completely erased all traces of her magical power, became gold butterflies and passed through the wall, escaping the wind and the rain outside. Wow. Beata felt regret from the bottom of her heart. Why? Because she had been attacked by the new witch? Probably not. Of course, she hated losing her teacher. And even more importantly, Beata was enraged at the barbarism that had boldishly stolen away the reunion between two lovers. Beato had poured out almost all of her magical power to reunite them, even though the result had been a miracle. The time it took to seal that away had also been so ridiculously short. Beato trembled at the barbarous cruelty that had brought about such an abrupt end. Besides, this was the true form of acts she herself had committed up until this point. Yep. So just as strongly as Beato hated the new witch, she also looked at her previous self with disgust. Yep, she changed. But now she had to escape. If she was targeted next, she would probably lose her life. To think that a chess player had descended, thinking they were like a god, only to be attacked by the pieces. Pretty much. She's like the player, and yeah. They probably cannot kill her if she's like in the meta world. So she have to hide there basically. That gets scattered, okay. Yeah, they think that is Beato. Pile kill medals.
愛し合う二人なんだっけ？引き裂いて一度合わせて二度もう一度引き裂いて三度楽しめるだっけ？
Fuck.
そのついでにあのクソうるさいババアまでさよならできて最高にご機嫌よ。ラノウェ文句ないわよね。
ございませんとベアトリーチェ様。
あいつは魔女の碑文の儀式を妨害したのよ。
Yep. Just like I thought, it interfered with the whole epitaph. Sean was supposed to stay dead.
第一の番の生贄を勝手に蘇らせて、私の儀式を妨害したわ。文句言われる筋合いなんかなんにもないわよ。しかしずるいなあ。あいつは死体を残さないのね。あのババアも思いっきり何度も無限にいじめ殺して遊んでやろうと思ったのに。
Wow. Yeah, I'm moving from over here. We're going back to Eva probably. She realized that something happened. Yep.
ジョージが
Oh, she just got like the same with Hideyoshi. She just got a feeling that George died. Yeah, I know that George died, but I forgot about that. My mind just slipped into like George, Shannon and Beato specifically, and I forgot about Eva. Oh fuck, it will crush her so much. Oh. That's it. That set Eva on the path of revenge. I wonder if she will like kill herself. I don't think Eva Beatrice can survive without her. She will try to shoot herself or something. And Beatrice will just stop it. Maybe she will like torture her without killing her and kill her. Oh my god. I don't even know what will happen anymore. It all depends if Eva Beatrice can survive without Eva. Wow, what a heavy episode. Anyway, we're going to end now. What an episode. And it's still not updated, right? Yeah, it's still not updated. Also, I remember from the comments that... I don't remember what it was though. It was something about the descriptions that are like very interesting and can mean something, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. Wow, next episode will be crazy as well. I cannot wait. Anyway, thank you for joining for today, and yeah, I guess I will see you next one. So, thanks for watching. Leave up a comments down below what you think about the episode. We can talk about this all stuff that happened, and join up Discord if you want like some additional ads and throw some additional info, maybe some pictures, maybe some spoiler-free memes if there are any. I don't think you can meme out of this, but wow, what a heavy episode. Anyway, thanks for joining, and I will see you next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.